Dams. Okay. Well, if I'm gonna mine one piece of this, I might as well just take it all. Alright, so I know that we need a diamond, right, for a heal table. I think we need, like, a diamond, some wheat, and then, something, like... We need iron for the pokeballs, and then we need apricorns for the tops. And we also need iron to make a little anvil. Hello, mushroom. Surprised that that's not like a Pokemon, like Shroomish. That'd be weird to just be walking around a cave and find a Shroomish. That'd be cool though. Or isn't there another one that spawns in caves? It's like it's the one that's like a noise Pokemon. I don't remember its name though. I think it eventually evolves into Exploud or something. It's something like that. And I remember its Pokedex entry as being the loud Pokemon. That's all I remember. It's been a long time. That's back in my, you know, original Emerald days. Pokemon Emerald. Top shit, bro. Yeah, I took damage for that one piece iron. You got beef? You got beef on me? No? That's what I thought, punk. Oh, ballin'. Alright, we need to get lower. That's what she said. At least, you know, if you did it right, that's what she said anyway. Who knows? She might have said go higher, or get out of there, or what are you doing in my house? I mean, I've gotten all of those. What? At least once or twice, or 5 times. From the same person. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a stalker. I just watch people without their permission a lot with binoculars sometimes. That awkward silence just really took it over the top. That was great. I should be an actor. I guess that's kind of what YouTube is, right? I'm acting right now. I'm acting like me mining through this cobblestone is actually entertaining for anybody at all. But it's not. I guess I could tell you guys a story. You want me to tell you a story? Why did I ask you a question? That's rhetorical. You don't want to hear me talk. If you want to hear me talk more, then like the video. Because then I'll talk more. Because, you know... Then I know that you know that I know that you know that I like it, or that you like it. I confused myself. That's very easy to do. It's a very common thing that happens to me. Okay. Okay, so story. Should I make it kid-friendly? I mean, I guess so, because this is a Pokemon style thing. Kids are probably watching it. Kid-friendly story. Okay, I won't... Well, I use curse words no matter what. But I'll just tell something that doesn't involve unkid-friendly activities, like my 15th birthday party. So, is that Bedrock? Really? We're this low? Really? Huh. Is my VSync on? That's weird. I'm not going over 60 FPS. Oh well. Where's the Y level? 15. 11 is diamond territory. 9 to 11. So we'll stand on 9, which means our head is at 10, and then 11's above us. No, so we should stand on 10, because then our feet are 9. My head is 10, and then up here is 11, and then we'll do a 3. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's what we'll do. We need to make a little mining base. Oh, yeah, so anyway, my 15th birthday party. So, it was a dark time. One long ago, at a land of pure evil. This land was named Ohio. Dun dun dun. Pause for dramatic effect. One day in the land of Ohio, one man turned 15. Alright, I went on way too long with that not being funny. Anyways, so, it was my birthday, and I was sitting at home, and, I don't know, my dad was a pretty cool person, not mentioning any names. So, one day I'm like, hey, Dad, you know what you should do? And he's like, what? And I was like, well, you know, I'm turning 15, right? That's kind of like a rite of passage. You should totally buy me alcohol. And he was like, and why should I do that? And I was like, because I'm a baller. And I'm not kidding. This is probably exactly how this conversation went. And he was like, now explain to me why I would do this. And I was like, because I'm turning 15 and I need to be more responsible, like you always say. So I need to be drunk on my birthday to be responsible every day. And he was like, okay, sure. What do you want? And I was like, vodka, because that's all I knew at the time, because I was an idiot. So he bought me vodka, and he was like, all right, here's a bottle of vodka. It's for you and the rest of your friends that come over, because I know that you're going to share it with them anyway, so just go ahead. But, you know, just, you know, don't be idiots. I'm going to be here the whole time watching you guys. Just, you know, you're not going to be retarded. And I was like, all right, cool. So my friends each took like 2 shots or something out of the bottle, whatever. I drank the whole fucking thing. I just went balls deep in there. I was just completely hammered. And I know I've talked in videos before about I was in a relationship for like 4 years with this one girl. And I'm only 20. Yeah, I know, that's stupid. Well, we had just broken up at the time. I don't remember if it was... No, it wasn't. It couldn't have been the last time because I was too young for that. That would have been like 2 years into the relationship we broke up. We broke up for like, I think 2 months or something. I think because she cheated on me or something. I don't know. No, because then we wouldn't have gotten back together. Regardless, we broke up. So she kept calling like my phone and she kept being like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. Like, I don't know why I would ever do something, whatever I did, you know, whatever. Whole 9 yards. And I'm just like upset about it. And I was like I'm going to put my foot down. I'm not going to take her back. Like, she needs to learn a lesson, whatever. So, damn it. Damn it, lavas. Oh, you are such a bastard. But lava spawns near diamonds, so this may be a plus. Okay, so I was like, yep, not gonna take her back. I have to stand my ground. So the whole time at my birthday party, I was like really upset about it. And I'm like, oh my god, like, dude, I just want to like answer the phone, and like I refused to answer it whenever she would call. So I was like, all right, Jake, you can answer it, which was one of my friends, and he's like, sweet. So he would always answer the phone, and she called like probably, I don't know, 5 minutes into me getting just plastered, and I was like, oh, dude, is that her? Dude, you gotta let me answer the phone, bro. I have to talk to her because I think I love her, man. And he's like, shut up. No, you don't. You're just being an idiot. And I was like, no, dude, I'm pretty sure I love her, man. Like, I like get really happy whenever I'm around her. And he's like, well, that's because of what she does, not because of who she is and you loving her. That's, you love parts of her. And I was like, remember keeping this kid friendly. And I was like, oh, yes. Oh, dude, that means I can't do that. I have to talk to her, dude. So he's like, no, whatever. And I wouldn't let it go. So I'm like just completely plastered at this point. And they're like, here. And they hand me one of my cigarette boxes. And they're like, here she is, just talk to her. And I was so gone that I actually thought that it was a phone, even though it was obviously just a cigarette box. But I thought it was a phone, so it did the trick. So I was like, baby, I'm so sorry, I'll totally take you back. I know I was an idiot, and we should just hang out, you know? And I'm just sitting there talking to a fucking cigarette box for like no reason. For probably a good, I think they said like 20 or 30 minutes. None of this I remember. This is all just been recited to me like 500,000 times. And then there was another part during the night, which I believe was earlier, where I was only about half of the bottle of vodka in at this point. So on the original Rock Band, there was a song that you may or may not know, where it called Welcome Home by a band called Coheed and Cambria. Which, by the way, is a very unique band. Not to get off topic, but their whole, like, discography is like a story of how these two people met. One guy named Coheed and one girl named Cambria, and it's like a love story that they go through. But anyway, so there was this one song that I just absolutely loved, and I played it probably a good, at least once a day, for, not even kidding, probably like 3 years. So I knew this song on Expert by heart. Like, I could play it without looking at the TV. Like, even to this day, I could still tell you, like, what key combinations go at what part of the song. It's nuts. So my dad would use it as, like, a party trick, where he would have me just, like, his friends would come over and he'd be like, yo, look at how, like, awesome my kid is, and he'd be like, go play that song, and I'm like, okay, and then he'd just be like, alright, follow me out to the kitchen. I'd just keep going, and they'd just be sitting in the living room watching, like, he hasn't missed a note. And it's like, yeah, I know, right? Awesome. So, I was sitting there playing this song, and I'm, like, plastered, but I guess it's just, like, muscle memory. So, my, like, fingers just magically memorized, like, oh, yeah, this is totally just how to play this song, and just 100%ed it on Expert. I even forced my one friend to, like, hold the mic up and, like, do all this stuff, and I don't know, it was pretty nuts. But yeah, it was a cool time. But I was just absolutely plastered. And then all I remember afterwards is, I woke up with a bowl of cereal, like, my face in a bowl of cereal in my bedroom, like, on my bed. And then, like, I'm like, what the hell? And I look at the time and it's like freaking 2 in the afternoon. And, like, the only time I've really been, like, truly hungover, but I was like, oh my god, this sucks, like, my head hurts, I feel nauseous, I want to drink because I'm, like, I have, like, dry mouth, but at the same time, I don't want to drink because water sounds disgusting, and I feel like I'm going to throw up, and just, oh, the world just hated me. So I'm like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I have to figure out why my face was in cereal. I have to know why my face was in a cereal bowl. This is now my quest. So I go to track down my friends, who are now downstairs laughing their asses off, telling my dad about the night beforehand because he had fallen asleep earlier than us. And he just looks at me and he was like, really? And I was like, what? And he's like, you passed out in the cereal? And I was like, what? Yeah, how did you know? What happened? And he's like, my friend Jake goes, you don't remember? And I'm like, no, what happened? And he's like, okay. So his grandmother had passed away recently. And he was, like, really upset about it. And, like, my grandmother has the same disease as his, which was ALS. Which, hint, hint, might be a video that you guys will be seeing on my channel sometime soon. But, so he's like, yeah, like, you know, and he was really upset over it. And he was like, and I was sitting there talking to you about it. And you came up with the idea to be my drunk counselor. And I'm like, you're what? And he's like, drunk counselor. And I'm like, wait, you mean like a therapist? And he's like, yep. And I was like, did it work? And he's like, surprisingly, yeah, you were actually pretty good at it. I was like, and then what happened? He was like, then you told me, and how does that make you feel? And then I started telling you, and then I looked back and you were asleep in your cereal. I didn't want you to drown, so I turned your head so you could get air. I was like, how thoughtful. Because God forbid you remove my freaking head from the cereal bowl. I mean, that would be so much extra work. And he's like, I know. That's why I left it in there. But yeah, so that was a whole thing. It was pretty awesome, though. I have, like, a bunch of crazy, stupid stories. Like, the time that I decided... I was young, but I decided to jump off a friend's roof with a garbage bag, thinking it was a parachute. So, you know, that was a thing. That was a phase I went through. And there was the time I rode my bike off a cliff. The time I thought it would be a good idea to jump off the waterfall. The time my brother tried to do a stoppie with a curb. The time I took a bike pedal up the butt. Yeah, I have a lot of these. I could go on for days. Like, I mean, I have a lot of these situations. There are just way more than there ever should be. But I have a lot of them. I don't know. So yeah, if you guys want me to tell you stories and stuff while I do this pointless stuff, then that's fine. And then I'll just name it like an episode like, I don't know, 1.5 or something, instead of like a real episode, and then I'll just keep the episodes to being like goal driven. Either that, or I could live stream this stuff if you guys would rather have me do that. If you guys are into live streams, I do like to use Twitch, and I pay for XSplit, so, you know, I'd be down to live stream this sort of stuff. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys want me to do. And, you know, don't forget to leave goals and stuff like that for the episode so that I can actually do something cool. And if you guys don't want to see this, then I'll just do it off camera. And I figure we're going to go for a goal of... Let's do 10 likes. I'm going to put it at the beginning of all my videos from now on. I'm going to set goals for likes. So, you guys, if you enjoy the video, you should totally like it. Like my, you know, thing says in the outro and stuff. But I'm going to put a little thingy on the bottom of the video at the beginning. And it's going to say, you know, leave a like, it helps. The goal is this, yada, 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 or whatever I choose to put there. So anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end this off. This is probably going to be like 2 episodes. And the second episode is probably going to be like a 2.5 or something. Because the first one actually had me outside at some point. And this one's literally been me just mining a chasm into the earth and telling stories. So anyways, as always, it's been MMFQ Death, and thank you guys all for watching. Peace. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. If you did enjoy, I would really appreciate it if you'd go right down below the video down here and hit the like button or leave a comment. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter and Facebook, which you guys can find down here and down there. Peace.